Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving our praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east. Call Halal, Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kwadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, the water, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. My name is Maka'ala, and today I want to talk about famine. Isaiah 51, verse 19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? All right, and the famine, that's the part right there I want to focus on. All right, the famine, because the Lord is going to kill a lot of people with hunger. All right, He's going to make them starve to death. It's going to be a lot of millions of people will starve to death before the Lord comes back. Global food production had increased risk from excess salt in soil, UN report warns. The extent of the world's land affected by excess salt is set to increase rapidly with potentially devastating impacts on food production, research has found. Salaki. About 1.4 billion hectares, amounting to 10% of global land, is affected by salinity, with a further 1 billion hectares classed as at risk, a report from the UN Food and Agriculture Organization has found. This is already having a serious impact on agriculture, as globally about a tenth of irrigated cropland and a similar proportion of rain-fed cropland is affected by excess salt. The potential losses to crop yields are as high as 70% in some cases. Some of the world's largest and most populous countries are particularly badly hit, including China and the US, Russia, Australia, and Argentina. The Central Asian region is also a hotspot, with Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan badly affected, while Iran and Sudan also rank among the countries suffering the worst effects. These 10 countries account for 70% of salt-affected soils globally. It says while some salts are needed for crops, excess salinity reduces soil fertility. All right, and that causes a famine. All right, that causes a famine, and also, uh, um, you know, there's no wisdom in this world in regards to agriculture because there ain't no country on earth observing the land Sabbath. All right, let me get that. It's Leviticus 25. Okay, Leviticus 25, Verse 3, 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the seventh year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for Yahweh. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard. Right, so the land, that means if the land needs rest, that means that the land is working. All right, the land is providing nutrients and all of that for plants and you know to give off fruits and all that. But if it's constantly worked, then it's gonna be depleted. All right, all those nutrients, all of that shit is depleted, man. So they got to give the land a rest for a year, right? So the salinity level could get to an acceptable level. All right, when the salinity gets to an acceptable level, and the nutrients are replenished, then when that Sabbath is over, that year, that land Sabbath is over. All right, when they go to work the land again and they harvest, it's gonna be a great harvest because it's gonna be completely replenished, man. All right, but they don't do that in this society. All right, that's why there's gonna be a famine. All right, Revelation. Revelation 6 verse 6, and then I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, so no food prices are gonna go up. Right, and a penny represents the day's wage, the average day's wage. Right, it's a metaphor for the average day's wage because I mean, if you do like a currency exchange, that denarius is probably not worth anything in today's society unless you're like a coin collector or some shit like that. But so it's not literal, all right? It's a metaphor, and that was like the average wage for a day's work. So imagine you got to work 8 hours, all right, just to buy 2 measures of wheat, all right, to make some bread, all right. That's something that you could probably buy with like 1 hour of work, maybe half an hour's worth of work. All right, half an hour's worth of pay you could buy 2 measures of wheat right now, or maybe even less. I mean, I'm not sure how much the average salary is in America, but even around the world, even in so-called third world countries, I mean, you could work for an hour and you could buy like a pound of wheat, of flour to make bread. So that just goes to show you, man, the prices are gonna go up because a lot of things are made with wheat. All right, a lot of food, a lot of the things sold in supermarkets depends on wheat. And you got barley. All right, hey, that goes into like the beers and things like that. So if the Lord is not with you, all right, you're gonna be asked out. All right, but if the Lord is dealing with you, then hey, Job 5 verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. All right, you're gonna be laughing. Everybody else is gonna be miserable. Right, no one scrounging for food, trying to survive on some post-apocalyptic shit. But you're gonna be all right. All right, I'm gonna end it with this. Isaiah 15. So like Isaiah 65. I don't know why I said 15. Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65 verse 13. Therefore thus saith Adonai Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And howling, that's like a loud ass cry, man. Like, when you find out a family member died that you love, dearly, it's like you start howling, man. That's how people are gonna be when shit gets real nasty out here, man. All right, but the elect are gonna be taken care of, man. All right, the Most High is gonna lead them to food. I have the angels bringing them food. I have to have the elect, come across, a truck, a couple cans of food in the back. All right, and nobody else came across it, just you. That's how the Lord is gonna work. Is gonna work throughout this famine, because He's definitely gonna bring a famine, but He's also gonna have a way for His elect to escape from it. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video is edifying. Shalom.